Will be rearrested.
The Fulanis, they move freely with sophisticated weapons.
There was never a time Tinubu himself is against Fulani herdsmen. No.
They are not empowered to bear arms.
Tinubu did not release Igboho unconditionally.
Good morning. I'm saying good morning here. We are reporting from somewhere in West Africa, Center of Excellence. You know, when I say good morning, it's already morning here, and wherever you're watching us from, maybe say good evening or good day, but thank you for being part of this program. We want to tell you that keep a date with us on this platform, Summer Studio, where we continue to review the need why Africa must survive, why Nigeria must survive, why the youth of Africa should begin to define themselves at every moment, on every day, often and on. On this morning today, we're going to give you a proper review on the developments on very serious trending issues that have refused to leave the landscape of the most populous nation in Africa. I'm talking about the quest for conquest in Nigeria by the Fulani herdsmen that have finally subjected the indigenous people of the north. Let me put it that way. Northerners, the Hausas, they have been subjected, have been ruled, by disastrous and life-threatening group or ethnic group that is being seen that have invaded Nigeria in the centuries ago, and have continued to maim and kill as their trademark. But today, something is happening. There has been some level of resistance from different perspectives, from different groups, from different ethnic lords. And one of them we are going to look at today is a tribe called the Yoruba tribe. A Yoruba tribe is one of the major tribes in Nigeria. And they are situated or located somewhere in southwest Nigeria. They are today making a categorical statement that they are ready to declare a total war. You know what I mean by total war? Against the invaders, against the headers, against and all the groups, that is attached to a Fulani conquest agenda. It's a conquest agenda, no matter how you look at it. Irrespective that, we have seen the Fulanis taking over the political landscape in the north. Some of them are governors, some of them are emirs, some of them have continued to showcase that political strength, stepping over the indigenous people of our south. And today, they have become a kind of a threat to any region where they find themselves at the end of the day. So today, a Yoruba agitator, a prominent Yoruba agitator, talking about Sunday Igboho, that have witnessed several clashes with the Fulani herdsmen in the southwestern part of the country, Nigeria, has today come out to say enough is enough. They have given the Fulanis ultimatum to live anywhere, any place in the entire southwestern Nigeria. It is no longer a joke what the Fulanis are up to. But today, major ethnic lords in major ethnic nationalities in Nigeria have come out to say the time is up for Fulanis in Nigeria.
The issue with the herdsmen in Osun State, it has issue with the southwestern governors who are dancing to the costumes of his Fulani errand boys as well. So Igboho, if he goes straight to fight the Fulani herdsmen again, I think he will be rearrested. I'm telling you, because after releasing him from jail, Tinubu did not release Igboho unconditionally. Igboho was cautioned, and you can see that Igboho is no longer on the business of self-determination for Oduduwa Republic. He has deviated because Tinubu, after bringing Igboho out of jail, he advised him never to make mention of Oduduwa Republic again. Nobody has ever seen Igboho in the public or social functioning addressing the issue, do you understand, of Oduduwa Republic. So what he has to do, has to be done now. What has to be done now is that the governors themselves, the people will have issue or scores to settle with the governors of Southwest, because it's like they have been bought over by the Fulanis who are working with Tinubu currently. There was never a time Tinubu himself is against Fulani herdsmen. No. This time around, He has initiated, no, he has kicked off Ministry of Livestock. Ministry of Livestock, is it in favor of Fortune people or Yoruba people as at large? Ministry of Fortune, Livestock, sorry, is Ministry of what? Herdsmen, herders. So Igboho, if they invited him, he should be very, very cautious on doing whatever I want to do for Ochun people, his brother, against the Fulani herdsmen. Because Fulani herdsmen, they are still in control. The body language of this man, this current Nigerian president, is in favor. He's favoring Fulani. Look at the Meti Alachi man. How many months did he spend in detention? Not up to two months. He let him go. Bodijo has gone after killing many people. As far as I'm concerned, all the activities, bloody activities of herders, herdsmen in Nigeria, the man is the head. It was under his watch that the Barakwa and the Gongo were subjected to incessant attack. Do you understand? By Fulani herdsmen. So what I'm trying to say is, Igboho should be very, very careful. Nobody in the southwest except his followers, the living and the dead one, are the one following Igboho's ideology. Nobody. So if invited by either Osun people or Ibadan, to follow up against Fulani herdsmen in these two states, I think he should be very, very careful, cautious on doing that, because Tinubu is not for Yoruba. Tinubu is not for the South. Tinubu is still under the tutelage, control of the Fulani herdsmen. So the current people, even that agitated in Ibadan, that went straight to the governor's office, they were manhandled. They are still languishing in jail. I don't even understand. When we are shot, yes, police stop them. So what I'm trying to say is that the regime is still in support of Fulani herdsmen. There's no two ways about it. We don't need to mince our words on saying it exactly how it is. So, agitation for Yoruba Republic, I know, is generally accepted by both the Igbos and the Yorubas. Everybody in the southern Nigeria, we accept what Igboho was doing before. And currently, we can't tell the people the stand. Igboho's current stance is not clear to us. Because after he was let off the hook, there was nothing like, appearing in the public, making his intentions known to us, whether he is going to carry on with the business of agitation or not. So that's how I say it. If he's about us, he's still serious about it, I think Igboho would have gone far.
Thank you for having me on your platform. We all know what Sunday Igboho represents. We know how he rose to prominence when we had the issue of cycle of Iganga in Oyo State, to be precise, where federal government through Nigerian police were not able to protect lives and property, and a vacuum was created, and the Sunday Igboho rose to fill that vacuum. Now, looking at herdsmen probably coming back to the southwestern part of the country, or to be precise, I think it behoves on the government, in particular, to rise to the occasion and protect lives and property. I've been saying it, and I'll continue saying it, and I'm going to repeat it, that if the government protect life and property, they are not doing anyone favor. It's a constitutional mandate that behoves on the president at the federal level and on the governors at the state level in their respective states to protect life and property. I think section 14 of 1999 Constitution has amended, captures it, where it says that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. Looking at whether a Sunday Igboho should come into the picture, I think Sunday Igboho merely came into the picture because the Nigerian police were not forthcoming in discharging their responsibility. And if vacuum is created, I think it will perhaps it may not be Sunday Igboho, the community by way of maybe vigilante can come up with arrangements to fight any emerging threats. But the challenge we have in this part of the world is a situation where in Nigeria you seem to have two laws for two different sets of people. Because we understand that the Fulanis, they move freely with sophisticated weapons, and Nigerians are almost at their mercy. So for me, I think what we need to do as a people is the people at the state level should put pressure on federal government. Let us tinker with the issue of our security architecture to the point where we should have state police. I understand that even Southwest here as it stands, we already have Amateku, but the reason we are not seeing much efficiency, efficacy in the operation of Amateku is because they are not empowered to bear arms to the level they ought to. And we understand that before you can bear some category of arm, you need an end user certificate that normally comes from the office of the National Security Advisor. So that is why we are saying that federal government should see reason why they should tinker with the issue of our security architecture. And that is a constitutional matter. We need to amend our constitution because as it stands today, the issue of security is in the exclusive legislative list. So we need to remove from that list constitutionally, put it in the concurrent list, where both the State House of Assembly and the National Assembly can have power to legislate over it. By so doing, the State House of Assembly, after coming up with security arrangement, can now have power to ask the governor to procure arms, to empower the security arrangement, to bear arms, to have the capacity to combat crime. Then to answer a question directly before I drop this, I draw the curtain. Sunday Igboho is a Nigerian, just like any other Nigerian. I understand that Sunday Igboho is someone who do not want to see his people suffering, who feel that when the government lack the capacity or when the government is unwilling to protect his people, he is ready to fill that gap. For if he's ready to do that again, I believe that he's going to have support of the people. But I don't know whether, I do not speak for him, I don't know whether he may have such intention. But generally speaking, security should be a concern of everybody. Thank you very much.